All right, welcome. If you're an international student getting ready to head to Germany, this is probably one of the most important explainers you're going to see. We're about to break down the real cost of student housing for 2026 so you can show up ready and, avoid some pretty major financial shocks. Okay, let's get right into it.
So picture this. You've done all the hard work. You've battled the bureaucracy, and that beautiful, shiny visa is officially stamped in your passport. You're feeling, understandably, on top of the world. You've even managed to transfer that huge chunk of money into your blocked account. It feels like the last major hurdle is cleared, right? The excitement is just building and building. You can practically taste the pretzels. But as you're packing your bags, this little thought starts to creep into your head, a really important and kind of terrifying detail that you might have just overlooked. And boom, there it is. The question hits you. Not where you'll stay in hostel for a week, but where your actual home is going to be for the next year. And this, right here, is the exact moment where pure excitement can turn into pure panic for thousands of students every single year. So let's kick things off with what we call the housing shock. A lot of students hear that Germany is an affordable country, and they just assume that means cheap rent is everywhere. Well, I'm here to tell you that's really only half the story. But the good news is, you've got options. So we're going to walk through the main routes you can take to find a place, and each one comes with its own pros, its own cons, and, you guessed it, very different price tags. Okay, so these are basically your four main choices. The classic student dorm, the super popular WG, which is a shared flat, a totally private apartment, and then there are the more modern private student residences. Think of those like fancy dorms run by private companies, and they usually come with a higher price tag. We're going to focus on the first three, because they really represent the most common paths students take, from the cheapest to the most private. First up, the student dorm, or as you'll hear it called, the Studentenwohnheim. These are run by the Student Services Organization, the Studentenwerk, and they are, without a doubt, your most affordable choice. For students, this is pretty much the financial holy grail. And here's exactly why it's the holy grail. For 2026, we're talking just 250 to 400 euros a month. I mean, that price sounds almost too good to be true for Germany. And, well, in some ways, it is. And here it is, the catch. In really popular cities like Berlin or Munich, the waiting lists can be brutally long. I mean, we're talking 6 months, 12 months, sometimes even longer. So yeah, it's cheap, but it is incredibly competitive. If you manage to get a spot, you've basically won the student housing lottery. So let's say you can't get a dorm spot. You're probably going to be looking at the private market. And this slide really breaks down the main choice you're going to face. The most common option is a WG or Wohngemeinschaft. That's a shared flat. In a city like Munich, that'll run you about 760 euros. But if you want a fully private apartment all to yourself, the cost pretty much doubles. And that is the crucial trade-off, your money or your privacy. Okay, so we get the rent situation, but let's talk about the total picture, because rent is just one piece of the puzzle. What does a whole month of living in Germany actually cost in 2026? So the German government says you need to have 992 euros per month in your blocked account. This number is your official cost of living. But is it realistic? Let's find out. Take a look at this breakdown. If you're in a small city and you scored that dorm spot, you can live pretty comfortably for about 755 euros, well under the blocked account minimum. Great. But in an average city with a shared flat, you're already over at 1,055 euros. And in Munich, a staggering 1,410 euros. This right here, this is the reality check. This chart just makes it crystal clear. That red line is the official $99 €2 minimum. And as you can see, the typical student experience in an average city or a big city is going to cost you way more than what the government requires. That blocked account amount, it's for survival, not for a comfortable life. Okay, so you've budgeted your monthly expenses, you're feeling good. But there's another financial hurdle that catches almost everyone by surprise: the massive amount of cash you need the second you find a flat. Let's just walk through this, because it adds up so fast. The security deposit, or Kaution, is legally capped at 3 times your cold rent. That's your base rent before utilities. So for a 500 euro room, the deposit alone is 1,500 euros. Then you add the first month's rent in advance. Plus, you got to budget at least 700 euros for basic furniture, because most German flats come completely empty. All of a sudden, you need 2,700 euros in cash just to get the keys. And this is often where students really start to panic. And that feeling, that panic and desperation to just find any flat is exactly what scammers prey on. So let's talk about the biggest red flags and how you can actually protect yourself. If you see a message that looks anything like this, just run. This is the classic scammer line. They create this false sense of urgency and ask for a big chunk of money for a place you've never even seen from a person you've never met. And here's another giant red flag. Anyone who tells you that a contract isn't necessary and wants you to do a wire transfer is not a real landlord. A formal, signed rental contract is your only legal protection. Never, ever, ever skip it.
So, what's your defense plan? It's actually pretty simple. Stick to trusted German platforms like wggesuchte.de or the official university portals. Do not, under any circumstances, transfer a deposit before you have signed a legitimate contract and have seen the apartment, either in person or through a live video call with someone you trust. And just remember the golden rule. If an apartment in the middle of Munich for 400 euros seems too good to be true, it absolutely 100% is.
Now, I know this all sounds really intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Germany can be a totally amazing and affordable place to study. But you have to go in with your eyes wide open. And that brings us to the most important point of all. Your whole experience really hinges on this one single word, planning. The difference between a super stressful first few months full of financial panic and a smooth, stable transition into your new life is just understanding these costs and preparing for them before you even get on the plane. So the key takeaway from all of this is pretty simple. Do your research right now. Don't just rely on those official minimums. Look up real, current rents in the city you're going to. Calculate what your upfront costs are going to be. Prepare for the reality, not for the brochure. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Now that you know all this, what will your German city really cost? Thanks for tuning in.